you the best in local music.
Do it live!
From DFW and beyond. Deep Ellum on air!
All right, it is that time of day, time of night, time of times for you to tune in to some Texas Ranch and Rodeo Weekly. We're coming to you live here in downtown Dallas for all to see, all to hear. We got a lot of stuff lined up for you today. As always, we always got a good show. It's always good, whether you're watching it, when you're watching it, it's still good, no matter what. And with that, I'll be your host, Pepper Stewart.
Never heard of him, dude.
And over here to the other side, we got Mr. Steve Adair in studio.
Hey.
He is here today. We're going to talk about some stuff. And the stuff we're going to talk about, we got a little bit of everything on the board today. We got some old West news in there. We got some random stories, some stuff out of the headlines that you just have to read 3 or 4 times to believe.
Some crazy stuff.
Always crazy stuff. If it's crazy stuff, we got to hear. That's what we're all about. And we're going to talk to Taylor Price. Taylor Price will be our PRS call today. He split the million at the American not too long ago, so we're going to see what he's up to today, as well as BRI's female bull riding sensation, Lexi Brown. We're going to talk to her too. And do not forget noise. We're going to have some noise. We got some new noise this month. This is April. So each month we've got some new noise for you, some new racket. And with that, we're going to bring you the Doc West Band. Right here in Texas, the Doc West Band.
Sounds good.
They've got a good video out for you, a brand new video out there for you to see, and we're going to play it for you. Not the video, we're going to play the song. You can go find the video on YouTube. I'm not going to tell you what it is till you hear it. How about that? We'll throw that at you. And with that, Steve Adair, what do you got? What have you been doing? What have you been up to? You been in and out and all around. What is going on in Steve Adair's world?
Man, I tell you what, it's been pretty crazy lately. Of course, holding down a regular job and trying to have fun at the same time isn't always the best combination, but doing some really cool things. We got the Van Zandt County Rodeo coming up this weekend. Going to be announcing that, having a lot of fun. Going to support some American Cancer Society. It's going to be a good weekend.
Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Sounds like a good weekend. A good weekend. Speaking of good weekends, coming up this month, April the 18th. I know that you got a lot of music stuff going on this month here in Dallas. A lot of music stuff is going on. Well, we've got the deal for you if you're a fan of music.
I am.
Ballistic. You want to go ballistic? We got the Ballistic.
Absolutely.
The country music deep in the art of Dallas. Right here in Deep Ellum. And Ballistic, we're going to be giving away some tickets for that, some VIP tickets for that next week. So if you're a fan of country music, you're going to want to pick up some tickets here for Ballistic. Country music deep in the art of Dallas. Who you got on that? Who do you got? Right here. Sammy Kershaw, Joe Diffie, the Trailer Choir, Stephen Cochran, and the Redneck Soldiers. Right here, 6 p.m. till 2 a.m. Have a good time on a Saturday night, April 18th, right here in downtown Dallas and Deep Ellum. Sounds like a good time to me.
Yeah, it really does. Lots of good music, lots of good people. And too bad I'm not going to be close enough to go. I sure would like to go to that one.
That's going to be something you want to go to. I can guarantee you that. That's going to be down here at the Bomb Factory. You're going to want to be there. I can guarantee you that. You want to be at that place. That's going to be good stuff. What about your weekend? What did you do over the weekend? Anything good? Anything exciting, interesting?
Watched it rain.
I did do that on Sunday. I watched it rain Sunday. You know, I went.
I'm not complaining. We need the rain. I mean,
well,
Lord blessed us with some rain. I'm going to be thankful for that one.
We need the rain, but we need it in June. July.
Spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, spread it out.
I agree.
Because I say Saturday, I hauled to the sale Saturday. And then I went to Canton, wandered around Canton, looked at a bunch of stuff, wandered around for hours I didn't need to do. Came back home, worked on the fence, I'm redoing some fence out there, so I tore a bunch of fence out on Saturday. Got everything done. I knew the rain was coming, so I thought, well, it might rain Sunday. I wasn't for sure, so I'll get all my fence tore out on Saturday just in case. And then Sunday it rained all day, and my rain gauge is busted because the horses tore it off the fence. So I don't know how much rain I got, but there was standing water everywhere, so it was too much to do anything else.
Yeah, well, you ain't having a hard time putting T-posts in the ground these days, I'm sure.
No.
Maybe keeping them upright, but you don't have a hard time getting them in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we got a whole bunch of fencing to do here. Oh, man. I want to try to get it all done before June, July when the ground's too hard. We do with your hands. They don't fit
I'm shaking the table over here.
They don't fit the T-post driver? I feel you fit that
My
T-post
hands?
driver.
Oh, yeah. 2 or 3 at a time, I'm good to go.
Yeah. No, I got that front bucket of that tractor works real good.
I got a 17-year-old. I just call him up, and if I can get him over there, we can get it done. But you know how it is when you're 17 running the roads, and he just got a new truck, so there you go. That's it. Say no more, right?
He's burning
the diesel, that's right.
Burning diesel that thing. That's what he's done. He's going on the highways and byways of Texas. Is he still roping?
He is. They just concluded their Lone Star High School, the last rodeo of the season. Saturday night he had a little miss. They caught, but they didn't be able to close up a time because they had a figure 8. But they're doing really well. They progressed a lot. They've learned a lot. We got the finals coming up next month. It's going to be an exciting time because it all changes up in the finals.
Yeah.
And so they've got almost a month to get some practice in, and the horses are healthy. So that's all we can imagine, or we can ask for.
Yeah. That's all you want when you run into the finals. You want to make sure everything is good to go and set and ready.
Well, good Lord willing, they'll do really well, and if not, they'll have a good time trying. So
always
can't ask for more.
Always have a good time with that. Speaking of good times, they got a workshop. Texas A&M Agri-Life Extension is working on this deal, and they put it out that they're going to do a workshop for farm and ranch women for April and May in Fort Worth for the farm and ranch wives, because they're saying now with their new census data, which says that with the census data indicates that a number of women in Texas managing farms has been increasing since 2007. I think it's because they're only ones filling that thing out. Because when it comes in, you throw it in the trash, and they're like, "No, let's fill this thing out." So it's steadily, increasing with women running ranches, women in ranches, and things. So, they're saying that the women they're not comfortable going down to Quick Check down there in Celeste, go to the Quick Check coffee shop and get the daily news stories of what's going on with the world, and while they're down there solving the world's problems with a cup of coffee. That the women don't feel comfortable sitting down in there in that coffee shop network deal.
The farmer environment.
Yeah, shooting the breeze.
Right.
So what they're doing is they're going to do some seminars for women, and they have classes. They're about 30 to a class, and it's $50 a person. You register. It's limited to 30. So first come, first serve. You get in, you're in there, and they're doing that because there's the increase of farms operated by women, and just education. Not that the women don't know what to do. They do. They just, I guess, update them on things that are going on.
Yeah, keeping them up to date. A lot of the farmers, you've always got that little network of farmers down at the coffee shop like you're talking about, and they keep each other updated pretty well.
Yeah.
And there's always a little bit of advice going on there. So I could see where there'd be a need for the ladies to be involved like this and be able to capitalize on this kind of support. Yeah. So I think it's a great idea. I think it's awesome.
Give them a little information they might need.
Well, some of them farmers might better watch out. Some of them women are going to come up and out-farm them, right?
That's right.
That's all right, too.
That would be a good deal. That's what the women say. We're going to do something else besides open the gate. They're going to make you open the gate now. That's probably going to be first lesson. Drive the truck.
Yeah, exactly. Learn to drive the truck first.
Number 1, drive the truck.
You're supposed to learn that when you're young.
You do. You learn that as a kid.
You sit in the middle, too.
Yeah, sit in the middle, or you either drive or you sit in the middle. That's how that works.
Yeah.
Because you ain't got to open the gate. That is the best seat in the house. We did have some birthdays in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Rodeo Randall keeps us informed of what's going on in the day's times with all his random news.
It's pretty cool.
Birthdays and things.
I got a little bit of list right here. Actress Candace Cameron today is 39 years old.
All right.
You know her from the show Full House and a few commercials. She's done a bunch of commercials.
That's her.
Also, Rebecca Wild. She's 43. You'll know her from Dungeon Dwellers, I've Got Email, and Haunted Dreams. So she likes them wholesome movies.
Sounds like a scary movie.
And how about Georgia Jones?
All right.
She's a whopping 27 years old.
Old now.
Yeah, you'll know her from Toy Stories, Friends and Family, Secretary's Day, just to name a couple.
Sound like low budget films, but we'll go on with that. Who else you got?
Well, we were in debate about this, but we think it's Paul Rudd, 46, to date. You should know him from Friends, Clueless, Anchorman. There's a bunch of them here. Legend of Ron Burgundy, and I believe The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
And Knocked Up.
And Knocked Up, yeah. Some good movies there. Been in a lot of them.
He has been.
Happy birthday to you guys and gals.
Have a good one. Have a good birthday. Have a good birthday. Have a good birthday. And for those of you that are tuned in here to Texas Ranch and Rodeo Weekly, we've got a call we're going to talk to here. You got Pepper Stewart in studio as well as Steve Adair. And on the line with us, we got Mr. Taylor Price.
Hey.
Hi, how are y'all doing?
We are doing great.
How are you, brother?
Thanks for having me.
Oh, well, thank you for calling in. I'm sure your phone lines are blown up.
Oh, it's not too bad.
Not too bad, huh?
Sure.
Not too bad. Mr. Taylor Price, did they ever get you mixed up with that NFL wide receiver Taylor Price?
I haven't had that happen yet.
You hadn't had that. You didn't have nobody ask you what you run in the 40.
No, sir.
Well, you get some of those wild, crazy shows. They just Google stuff and they're like, Taylor Price, he runs a fast 40. Let's ask him about it.
You ain't spent all that money in one spot yet, have you?
Not just yet. I'm trying to, though.
Trying real hard.
Working on it. So did you start out as a bareback rider, or how'd that come to be?
I started out as a bull rider, and I found out after I started riding bulls that my dad actually rode bareback horses just a little bit every now and then back in the day. And I was in high school, and I thought it was pretty cool that my dad did it, so I wanted to give it a shot, and I ended up being a much better bareback rider than I was a bull rider.
Well, it seemed to work out a little bit better for you.
Oh, yeah.
Now, as far as your traveling partners, who you traveling with?
Right now I'm going with Marvin Alderman and Cody Zober, a couple of guys that I've known forever.
All right, up and down the road, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, now I know you've been asked thousands of times about this American deal, and we know you went to 2 qualifiers, you barely snuck in there to get in there, and then once you got snuck in and you were in, what was that like for you?
Well, I was so excited. I told a bunch of people before the American, I said I'm just excited to be here and excited to have the opportunity. Win, lose, or draw, it's going to be amazing experience. To get to ride in front of that many people at the biggest rodeo in the history of sport. It was awesome.
And it worked out good. It worked out good. We were down there on I guess when they were handing you those 10-foot checks.
Yes,
we were down there, and I guess your dad was kind of surprised that we were standing there talking, and they'd handed you your big check. He's walking off, and he's looking there at me. He's kind of looking around. He's like, I guess I need to put this on Facebook.
Yeah.
So that's one of them. That's one of them life altering moments right there.
Yeah, really was.
Does that take a little bit of pressure off the rest of your rodeo season, or what?
Yeah.
Or add to it? That's the question. Does it add to it, or take some off? It could go both ways. I could see.
It does go both ways because it takes pressure off of me. Just having money to go up and down the road. I have that now, so that takes some pressure off. But now you're in the spotlight, and people expect more from you, and you want to, and just kind of want to be able to deliver, and
right.
Makes you. It's more pressure, but might make you try a little harder.
Well, obviously there's a lot of talent there, and we've seen that firsthand, didn't we? And we have a lot of belief in you, and I know there's plenty of other people out there that do, and I sure wish you a lot of luck this season too, the rest of the season.
Thank you, sir.
So what do you got? What do you got? What do you got in mind as far as burning that money?
Well, you know, I paid my car off, you know, just some little stuff like that, and I'm actually gonna buying a food truck. I'm gonna open a food truck up.
What are you gonna sell in that food truck?
Kind of Tex-Mex mixed with
Tacos.
Tex-Mex kind of food and Caribbean food and stuff.
Tex-Mex and Caribbean.
Yep.
Now my hat's off. I didn't see this coming. But this is all right. You just got to let me know where you're going to be because it sounds good.
We're going to try to open it in Missoula, moving up there this summer, if that works out. So
Now what are you going to call this fancy food truck?
it's going to be called Caribbean Twist.
Caribbean Twist.
Cool.
Yeah, because because it's not going to be a certain type of food. It's just going to kind of be Caribbean food with Tex-Mex and kind of a southern twist on it for all the people from the northern states that haven't had any good Tex-Mex.
Yeah, from what I understand, I try to stay away from up north, but what I understand is they don't know what good Mexican food is up north.
Oh man, it's pretty bad.
Now you probably eat a lot of junk food on the road, don't you? You eat quite a bit of junk food while you're traveling.
Well, I used to. I'm on a paleo diet, a diet called paleo, and I only can eat meat and vegetables, really. So
As long as you can eat meat, I guess that's all right.
yeah, that's the reason I started it. You know, I was like, all these other diets are just, there's no way I'm going to be able to deal with that, but I can deal with meat and vegetables.
Now, if you get on the bareback horses, it's pretty much an exercise in itself.
Yes, sir. But I do a lot of working out. Like I have a gym here in College Station that I go to and try to do like kind of CrossFit inspired workouts, like a lot of high intensity.
There you go. No P90X or Insanity.
I mean, it's kind of similar to that, really. Like a lot of body weight stuff and running.
You didn't work any Billy Blank's Tybo in there?
No, I don't do any of that.
Throw in a disc.
If you ain't doing that, then you sure ain't doing no sweating to the old as Richard Simmons, I guess.
Oh, Lord.
No.
There's just no. I could see you doing it in your cowboy hat. That's just there's a bad picture there. We're going to leave that alone, Taylor.
Yeah, I'll leave that to somebody else.
There you go. All right, so you're working on the paleo diet. Meat and vegetables, that's it.
Yep. Water only, too. That's a hard one. No milk.
Oh,
No milk.
That means no cereal.
Yep.
See, I don't think I could make it through that.
No, speaking of no milk,
We're really going to go there.
Yeah, we got a story here. We're going to get to it in a little bit. But people are buying breast milk online, and they've come to discover that they're selling it mixed with cow milk.
Well, that's different.
They're cutting it. It's like a black market deal. They're cutting it with cow milk.
What is the market for that? I wonder who's buying that stuff.
They're buying it off the internet. There's a whole list. We got a story here we're going to do here in a little bit. There's a whole black market for breast milk, and they're cutting it with cow's milk.
You better be careful. They're going to have a hard time keeping them kids in the fence.
They are. They're going to figure out what's going on and go crazy.
Kids going to be running out of daycare.
Well, you know how them cows are. It's always greener on the other side of the fence. It's going to blend in there somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad, I got to admit. But, hey, I had to do something with it.
One of them kids going to get a Kawasaki on his head. All right, Taylor, so what do you got lined up? What's your next big show you're headed to?
My next one is this Thursday at Logandale, Nevada. So pretty excited about it. That's a pretty big rodeo, and I think I have a good horse drawn. I'm not real sure, but should be a lot of fun.
Always a good fun. That's what I'm saying. You can only do what you can do. You can only give what the horse gives you, and the rest of it's up to the judges.
Yes, sir.
You just hope they're having a good day.
Yeah, try to do my part and hope the horse does his.
There you go. So I guess with your diet, we can't get you on hamburgers now.
Yeah. What would we buy him for lunch if he came to town?
Yeah.
That's the question.
So I guess
Dairy Queen.
Chicken.
So are you out on hamburgers? Are you eating hamburgers and chicken, or what do you got?
Yeah, it's just mostly chicken and fish and steaks. So it's really not that bad.
Okay, I must check into that. If I can find the diet, I can eat steaks, fish, and chicken.
Yeah,
That sounds like a
it's
good
not
diet
too
to me.
I know, right?
It's my kind of diet.
Paleo, you said paleo diet, right?
He's over here Googling that.
Let me borrow your pen.
They call it the caveman diet. I lost like 14 pounds on it.
Caveman. I'm gonna Google this caveman diet. As long as you ain't got, as long as I don't have to drag my wife back in by her hair, I'll be all right. She might not like that too well.
Yeah, I might get you in trouble on that one.
Yeah. Just my. Well, I tell you what, Taylor, man, we enjoyed our time, and it's a lot of fun. We got to get on down the road to the next one, and good luck to you, and hopefully we'll see you here again at the American next year.
Yes, sir. We'll see you there.
Have a
Thank
safe
you very
trip,
much.
brother.
All right, thank you.
Y'all have a nice day.
You too.
Thanks. All right, that right there was Mr. Taylor Price here on Texas Ranch and Rodeo Weekly.
It's always good to have somebody like that on. You know,
Yeah.
see them succeeding at a young age. I mean, that's I like to see it.
That's
It's exciting.
always a good deal. What's even a better deal is Doc West Band. Those of you who want to know about Doc West Band, we'll tell you all about the.
He's a ton of muscle, branded fur, blood, hooves, and bones. By the way, his eyes locked on me, well, he don't like me none. He's never given up 8 seconds, like cowboys on his back. When the hand pulls that gate, man, it's the only fun he'll ever have. He's kicking up that arena dust and out of the cloud. He's the only one standing. It's a hard day's work, and damn it hurts. These broken bones, they're forever mending. When the gate is pulled, it's a whole lot of bull. He comes from a long line of Bronco living hell. And many a Stetson hats took his buck before they fell. And every rodeo generation got the same spell that can't be broke. It's addiction, it's adrenaline when they pull that rope. He's kicking up that arena dust and out of the cloud. He's the only one standing. It's a hard day's work, and damn it hurts. These broken bones, they're forever mended. When the gate is pulled, it's a whole lot of bull. It's a whole lot of bull. He's kicking up that arena dust and out of the cloud. He's the only one standing. It's a hard day's work, and damn it hurts. These broken bones, they're forever mending. When the gate is pulled, yeah, when the gate is pulled, it's a whole lot of bull. It's a whole lot of
All right, that right there is the Doc West Band. They've got that song right there. They've got a great video out there on YouTube. You can find it. You can find their website, Doc West Band. We'll be playing them all month, the month of April. Great Texas band right there. They got a lot of great songs. You know, if you get out there on their website, grab their CDs or MP3s, it's some great music, some good Texas music and some good dancing music. They got some good dance music.
Sounded good. It sounded like a good time on the radio right there.
You just throw it on the on your record player at the house and dance across the floor.
Record player. Do you still got a record player?
I have records. That's a record player. Them youngsters watching the show. What's a record player? What does that mean?
Well, most of them now are, what's a cassette?
Yeah. Oh, I had a big deal with my boy come up to him one day with a cassette tape, and he's like, I busted out laughing. I had to start videoing it because he says, "What is this? Is this a movie or something?" I said, "It's a cassette tape. It's a cassette." He says, "What do you do with that?" I said, "Well, it plays music. That's what it does."
I'll be honest with you, I miss those days anyway.
You put a cassette tape and stick a pencil in there.
I don't really miss the cassette part.
Oh, okay.
I just miss the days.
All right. We got anything going on over there? No? Okay. Crank calls. All right, here we go. We talked about it with Taylor Price a little bit. If y'all are wondering what in the world are they talking about, you just might have to wait and see. It looks like we got another call on the line. May or not be a crank call.
It's probably those warranty people calling on that line to try and reach me. They've been wearing me out all week about my truck warranty.
Your warranty's out. Your warranty is out. All right, folks. Those of you that are tuned in here to Texas Ranch and Rodeo Weekly, I'm your host here, Pepper Stewart. Over here we got Mr. Steve Adair spending some time in the studio with us. And with that, we've got a female bull riding sensation, Miss Lexi Brown, on the line with us.
Cool. Welcome.
Hi, how are you guys?
We are great. What is going on in Lexi's world?
Just hanging out at college, trying to get some homework done, trying to make something of myself.
Homework? What's that?
I wish I didn't know.
Homework, huh? Up there in Oklahoma, are you a Sooner or a Cowboy?
I'm a Sooner, definitely.
Sooners, all right. That's what my niece is up there being a Boomer Sooner. So
right on.
that will work. So, female bull rider we got right here. Is there any female bull riders that you looked up to as far as getting into it?
No. I started really young, and it was just for fun. And as I got older, I realized that where I went, I was really the only girl that did it. But there's not really any girls that I look up to.
None at all. Huh? So you started riding bulls real young, I guess, calves?
Yeah, I started riding sheep when I was 5, and then I just kept going as I got older.
Moving on up. What's your current damage report?
Well, I really haven't had many bull riding accidents. I had more in like high school sports, but I've broken my leg. Mainly that was my fault. And then 2 summers ago I had a minor head injury, but I recovered from that one well. But really I haven't really been hurt that bad.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing. So what else you do besides ride bulls? You compete in anything else?
Well, I was going to play college sports, but I injured my knee riding bulls, and I was supposed to have surgery, and my success rate for my surgery was 10%, and he said if I can do without it, then do without it, but I really can't play any other sports until I have surgery, and that's not even guaranteed that I can play once I heal up.
Yeah, do without. I'm going to tell you that right now. They tried to work on both my knees and my hip, and I say do without. You get old fast, but that I've always been told that once they work on that stuff, that it's never the same.
I'm kind of a sissy when it comes to that stuff. I'm scared.
Well, that too. I still want to get cut open, but I use that as a good story. Well, they said. But so what else you got going on in college? What are you studying? You studying anything good?
Hello? Lexi?
Can you hear me?
There you are.
There you are.
Sorry.
You got bucked off the phone. What are you studying up there in Oklahoma?
I'm studying doing physical therapy right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to change, but I'm pretty set on
If you keep riding bulls, you may need it.
it. No kidding.
That'd save you some money, just self-therapy.
Yeah. That's the way to go on that.
My hat's off to you, girl. I mean, that's a tough sport, not just physically, but, you know, I'm sure I'm sure you've earned some respect with the other cowboys, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But my hat's off to you because you chose a tough one, and you're good. You're good at it.
Well, thank you.
So what are you doing on your downtime when you're not studying school, wearing out the books and burning all ends of the night oil, studying and riding these ranked bulls? What do you do in your downtime to just kind of relax and get away from it?
I usually spend time with my family, and most of that time spent is out on the lake fishing. I enjoy fishing a lot.
Fishing's a good thing to do.
Sure enough.
Where you fishing at, Texoma?
No, we usually go out to Eufaula Lake or Mulkey Lake or Grand Lake.
So is your favorite fishing, is it bass fishing, cat fishing, crappie fishing? Talk to us. Tell us what your favorite.
It would most definitely be bass fishing. I feel like there's more of a adrenaline rush because I'm not very patient when it comes to fishing. So if I'm fishing in 20 minutes I don't catch anything, I'm done.
Yeah.
I know someone else like that, but if I say her name, I'll be dead by tomorrow morning.
Uh-oh. Your wife's mad at you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, because I don't throw a pole out there, throw it out there and let it set for 30 minutes and see if it's going to move. I want to catch something.
Right. I'm with you on that.
You got to catch some fish.
So recap this. We've got a young lady bull rider that's really good. She's going to college, and you said she's going to be able to therapy herself.
Yeah.
If I get that right. And you're a Sooner, correct?
Sooner, there you go.
Yeah. She's just got it going on, don't you? I tell you what. We've got some good guests on tonight, Pepper, I got to say. My hat's off to you, brother. What an honor it is to sit in with Pepper tonight, because being able to speak to you and Taylor Price, I tell you what.
Let me ask you this: what is your deal on Mexican food?
What's my deal on Mexican food?
Do you eat it?
I do.
Do you? All right. So we got a hard hitting question here for the folks out there. We get all these hard hitting questions from different viewers and things, and people want to know. They want to know things, and they're wanting to know about your Mexican food deal here, and they want to know: are you a flour tortilla or corn tortilla person?
A flour tortilla.
Flour tortillas, huh?
Yes.
Always the flour tortilla.
Hey, I know somebody's starting a truck.
Yeah. Taylor Price starting a food truck with some Tex-Mex on it.
Unfortunately, he's not going to be close enough to me with it, but that's probably a good thing these days. We'll tell him. We'll make sure y'all hook up as far as knowing where each other's at. So when he gets his truck rolling, you can get some Mexican food.
There you go.
Oh, awesome! That'd be great.
Now, what do you got lined up here with I know you're riding the BRI. What's your next event coming up? You got something in the works, or are you busy at school?
I actually have an event this Saturday in Chicago, Oklahoma. It'll be my first event of the year after recovering from my knee injury. But I'm excited about it, looking forward to it. I feel like I've been out of the business for a while now.
Just put some tape on it. It'll be all right.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that. If I just put tape on, it'll be great.
That's it. Little tape here and there goes a long way.
How long you been off?
Like how many years have I been riding?
No, how long have you had to break here because of your injury?
Oh, I've been out since December.
Okay, not too bad. And all that self-therapy, you ought to be ready to go by next week.
Yeah.
Now what are you doing as far as are you on any type of workout program? You doing some P90X, some Insanity, some Richard Simmons, Sweating to the Oldies? What are you doing?
Well, actually, here at college, I work out with some of the baseball boys, and they help keep me motivated and push me to work out and be stronger mentally and physically.
That'll work as long as you don't get hit with a bat.
Right.
She just hit him back with it. She's a bull rider.
Yeah. I took a bat to the knee one time. That was not good.
Oh, man.
Looked like I had a baseball in my knee for a while. But that's all part of it. Well, I tell you what, Lexi, we're running up on it and fixing to get on to the next one, and we appreciate the time for you visiting with us, and letting us know what you got going on with the BRI. And I guess when you get that next event knocked out, fill us in, let us know what's going on. Maybe shoot some pictures our way or something, and come on again before too long.
Alrighty, thanks for having me, guys.
All right,
All right,
ride
thank
hard.
you.
Ride hard, girl.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, that right there was Miss Lexi Brown talking to us about her bull riding extravaganza here on Texas Ranch and Rodeo Weekly.
Maybe that's something we ought to put together down here. There's not enough of it being seen down here. There's a lot of people that don't know about the lady bull riders.
They're few and far between. I
They
think.
really are.
I mean, you've got there's certain little women association deals that they ride in, but as far as crossovers, not a whole lot that like to cross over.
That's right. And why not? Let's have some fun.
Yeah,
I'm always up for doing something fun. You know that.
always something fun. You always up for doing something fun? Let's do some fun. Let's do some fun investigating reportive here. We're fixing to get into.
Oh Lord.
We got some investigating reporting right here, hot off the wire. Hot off the wire. It is reported that 10% of breast milks purchased online has added cow milk in it.
I don't know where to go with this.
They're cutting breast milk.
That's just terrible.
Well, I don't see why you'd buy it. I mean, I don't know any mother that want to buy somebody else's milk to feed their child. But whoever, I guess it's like a black market deal with anything else on the black market, whether it's cocaine cut with baking powder or whatever. Well, they're taking breast milk and cutting it with your
Yeah, that's terrible. I
gallon
mean,
jug of milk.
I'm sure there's some health issues are there that some of these ladies might have a need for this, but to have the thought of this happening is pretty
Well,
disturbing.
that's what they're saying is that a lot of these kids that
I don't
have
know what else. I mean,
they can't have regular milk. Some of these kids they're allergic to milk.
right.
They're allergic to cow's milk and they're allergic to formula. So they've got to have breast milk. Well, these women they're selling online, they're cutting it with either formula or with cow's milk, and so now you got health risk to these babies that have allergies. And then not to say that you're not exposing these kids to disease. You don't know what them. You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the question is it being regulated?
Right.
That side of it being regulated to be safe on its own. I mean, we have all these regulations for milk anyway, but if they're getting by with cutting milk, who's to say they're not getting it pasteurized properly?
Right, and I've been to a dairy time or two, and I don't think I've ever heard of a breast milk factory.
No,
they just line them up and.
Yeah, I got to admit that's one I haven't heard of yet.
Well, they're saying that they broke it down. They tested it 4 or 5 times, went through it a couple times, and the samples that they've tested, they had bovine DNA, which is bovine is your cow, so they had cow DNA in these milks. So I don't know if you're out there, call us. If you're buying breast milk online, let us know what in the world this is, because
we're kind of in limbo here.
I have no idea what that means.
This requires more research.
Yeah,
we need some field research going on out there. So fill us in.
I've done some research a time or two on breast milk, and it was not good. But yeah, I don't see. I don't know. That's people buy anything off the internet.
Yeah, I can't. I think the only thing I buy remotely close to buying off the internet is I think iTunes, and it's not even a direct product, so I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I don't buy things from the internet because I can't put my hands on it and see what it is.
Yeah, because you ain't no telling what they.
My luck, I'd get a bad pair of shoes or something. I don't know.
Yeah. You might get something.
And I get my money back. Nowadays, I need all I can get.
I bought a camera off there one time. Didn't work. It was cheap, so I didn't send it back.
That one ain't half as good as the story you got coming up. I can promise you that.
Well, speaking of black market, this stuff here, this next story we got, which is another random story here. As always, here on Texas Ranch Rodeo Weekly, we always got random news and random stories and random stuff going on. But and this story, the story we got next here, is just about as nuts as buying breast milk online. And that is your DNA testing for dog poop is on the rise. Could you imagine moving in? Because I'm out in the country, so they don't big deal with me. Dogs, they go where they want to. But could you imagine going into a apartment complex? Most of these apartment complexes in town. They're in Dallas, Miami, Los Angeles, other big cities. And when you go in to move in with your, not only do you leave a pet deposit, you leave a pet deposit.
They misunderstood.
Yeah.
They misunderstood what that meant.
Yeah. Not only do you leave money, you also leave a sample. And that sample gets DNA tested and put in a database.
I even misunderstood what you said, apparently.
So your dog's DNA is going to be in a database.
Good night.
And anytime they find some strange dog leftovers at the apartment complex, they're going to test it. And when it tests back to your dog, guess who's getting the fine?
Yeah, it said on here one guy got fined up to $500 in 1 week. Yeah, one person, $500 in 1 week.
Well, see, like this one story here from Seattle. Here in Seattle, there's 811,000 dogs. So there's 50% more dogs than there is kids, which I don't think kids are out pooping in the yard, but the dogs are. So they said that in a 3-county region, 268,000 pounds of dog poop.
A day.
A day. That's a lot of poop.
3-county region.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're reaching for content.
So we're
Talking about dog poop.
What in the world?
I'm just kidding. That's crazy, man. Can you imagine? I don't know what you do. Would you move or get rid of the dog?
Well, I don't know. And see, and that's one of the things too is I see people.
Or just pick up after the dog, I guess, is all you get your choice.
Yeah.
That'd be the smart thing to do.
Yeah, you're gonna have to because that's. I mean, that's
$500 in 1 week. That's a lot of money for poop. For not pooping. I mean, not picking up your poop. I'm lost. Let's get off to another subject.
Butt dumpling?
The poop is killing me.
Oh man. Yeah. So that's just, I don't know. There's always it's something for everybody. But I mean that's, and you know I noticed that we were at the stockyards. At the Cowboy reunion a couple of weeks ago, and I've noticed that because I've been hearing these stories and seeing these stories about the dog deal. So I watch people. If I'm driving around through town or something, I'll watch people walking their dog. And if you'll watch it, they'll be walking their dog, and as soon as they see their dog's going to the bathroom, they look the other way, and they're standing there holding the dog. They're looking over here, or they get on the phone.
Yeah.
And they wait till the dog's done, and then they walk off.
They didn't see the dog poop. That way they're innocent. Or at least in their own mind, they're innocent.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But they got their plastic bags and everything. I said, you know what? I'm not going to have a dog if I got to go pick up after a dog.
It's funny you say that because, you know what I do for a living during the day.
You pick up after a dog?
During the day. I know I'm not a pooper scooper. But the big thing in these apartment complexes is the dog parks now.
Yeah.
And, of course, it sounds like that one we was talking about didn't have a dog park. It just went everywhere. But yeah, they've got them now. They got them all set up and fancy. They've got pretty flowers and the certain kind of grass, and they've got little stations, if you will, for picking up, just like a city park would. And so I guess it's becoming a problem for them having to think that much.
Well, I got a picture I posted on the internet a while back from when we were over in England, and a lot of the big park areas and things over in England, they'll have a I don't know, it's like a trash can thing.
Yep.
It has a picture of a fairy on it. And it says, "There is no poop fairy." And it has the plastic bags and it has a picture of a dog, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
If you're gonna drag your dog out there, pick it up. We got a guy over here's got some dogs. We got Mr. Jedi over here. He's got dogs.
How many dogs
he walks
you
his dogs. You pick up after your dog, or you just leave it?
Yeah, I pick it up.
Yeah, pick it up.
Yeah.
So I say, if you got dogs and you're walking in town.
Yeah, exactly. When I'm out in nature, it's they can go wherever. But
yeah, if you're walking
someone's
through
yard, of course.
If you're walking through town,
it's the right thing to do, isn't it? I mean,
yeah. But evidently, they've got a lot of poop going on.
I've got an Australian Shepherd, and one of the first things we taught her with her potty training is go as far out across the back as she could go. Yeah. Because I made her understand somehow or another that I don't like it up close.
Yeah.
So she goes way back out there now, and the grass has got to be just so tall for her to go in it now.
That's what
she won't go in a mow yard, so I guess I've got her going the right direction because she's almost a year old. So I guess I'm after this story, I'm glad I live in the country and not in an apartment complex too, because she's definitely a large dog. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's why you get a Chihuahua. You just hang out the window, squeeze it.
And you're worried about mine.
Oh, we got some more stuff going on. We got some more random news. We did want to. I'm pointing this out one more time because we got some folks here that are straggling in just now, getting in and on the show. We did mention this earlier. We're going to mention it again about. You got a lot of music going on in a couple of weeks here in downtown Dallas. So Saturday, April the 18th, we do want to let you know that Ballistic is going to be taking place at the Bomb Factory, and Ballistic is going to be the country music deep in the art of Dallas, right here in Deep Ellum at the Bomb Factory. That's Saturday, April 18th at 6 o'clock. And next week, if you want to go to that, be paying attention next week because we're going to be giving away some VIP tickets to that. And that's going to be some folks you may know. Mr. Sammy Kershaw, Joe Diffie, the Trailer Choir, Stephen Cochran, and Redneck Soldiers. So that's going to be a lot of good music right there. You want to be right here in Deep Ellum. They got a lot of good music down here anyway, so might as well be here and go to the Bomb Factory.
Absolutely.
Check it out. And with that, we got some Wild West news going on. We always got some Old West, Wild West news going on for you with old Joe Walker.
Joe Walker.
Big Joe Walker.
Rode with the Wild Bunch.
Joe Walker. He did, didn't he?
Yeah, Butch Cassidy.
He rode with him.
What'd he do?
He got in trouble.
He got in trouble. Tell me about it.
Yeah, he rode with them. And his family, the Whitmores, Joe Walker's family, up in Carbon County, up in Utah. And the Whitmores were bankers. They were bankers and ranchers up there in Utah. And their father was Walker's uncle. And the uncle, he managed Walker's cattle after Joe's father died when Joe was a little kid. So his uncle took care of his cow. That happens a lot of times. And the Whitmores, they combined their herds and they moved to Arizona. But they were killed by Indians. So, he was killed by an Indian. Well, his wife, or, his widow and son, they moved up to Utah. And then when Walker's mother died, he went up there and settled up their cattle, the cattle matters. And the Whitmore, I said, no, we ain't want to do with you. This ain't your cows. Get out of here. So he took off and went to running with some outlaws at the Robbers Roost in Utah. And so they were stealing cows from Whitmore. So he's stealing cows back. He's stealing his own cows back. From, I guess you can say it that way. He stole his own cows back. Well, back in 1897, Walker was running with the Wild Bunch. And he's running with them when they pulled off an $8,000 robbery from the Castlegate payroll, which in 1897, $8,000 was a pretty good chunk of change. Well,
yeah, that was a lot of money back then.
Oh yeah, and he stole some cows, but a year later he went ahead and stole some cows, and from the Whitmores again, he's stealing his own cows back, and he got chased by a 9-man posse. They chased him, and then they camped out. He was running with an old boy named Johnny Herron, so they camped out for the night. Well, the posse snuck up on him, and not realizing who he was, the posse looked down there and said, "You know what? We got Butch Cassidy and Sundance." That's what they thought. The posse thought we had them.
You're stereotyping.
Yeah. I guess they all look alike. Outlaws all look alike.
All the outlaws look alike.
So they said, "You know what? There they are. What should we do?" And they thought, well, they're well known for shooting their way out of stuff. So they said, well, while they're asleep, we'll just shoot them now. So they filled them bedrolls full of lead, shot them both, and come to find out that wasn't even Butch Cassidy and Sundance. It was old Joe Walker and Johnny Herron.
So how do you think they find out? Toting them into town, trying to collect a reward?
Yeah.
That would be a pretty embarrassing moment, don't you think?
Coming in town. Look here, look what I got. I got Butch Cassidy and Sundance.
No. You're mistaken,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Try again. You just killed these two guys.
Wow. I tell you what, I would say it was crazy back then, but it's just as crazy now. It's just different.
Yep. Still crazy with different times.
Mm-mm-mm.
Always something crazy.
Butch Cassidy want to be out there sleeping in a sleeping bag.
Yeah. But we got a lot of stuff coming up. Those of you in the Greenville area at the Top Rail Cowboy Church on Tuesday, the first and third Tuesday. A lot of people got confused last month because there was 5 Tuesdays last month.
So it was, say it again.
First and third Tuesday.
First and third. 1 and 3.
Yeah, there was 5.
Okay, but that's still leaves 2, 4, and 5.
Well, they were confused. They were ringing the phone. They were ringing.
Well, bless
They were
their
ringing the guy. They were ringing the guys' phones up, and they were showing up places and yeah, out there at Top Rail Cowboy Church on the 1st and 3rd Tuesday, they do a buck out. They've got bulls. There's some practice bulls out there, practice steers. You can get on if you want some pony broncs or some sheep or calves, something like that. You know, you need to call the number, let them know, because there's always guys showing up to ride the bulls and ride the steers. But as far as your
you don't want
your
to haul,
ponies and your
you don't want to haul
calves,
anything that's just going to stand there. That's wasted money.
yeah,
It's hard on the animals. You don't want to haul them any more than you have to anyway.
That's right. So if you want to get in on that, it's on the 1st and 3rd Tuesday. No matter how many Tuesdays there are in a month, it's the 1st and 3rd.
1 and 3.
I heard that people showed up there.
That sounds like something I'd do.
Somebody showed up with bulls, I heard.
If it wasn't for a calendar on my phone, I wouldn't make it nowhere every day. Does that make sense?
I need to pull up that calendar on my phone. I need to figure that out, how that works.
What I'm bad at is what I'm not good at. I can't talk. Is you got your little reminder on your phone.
Okay.
Well, I don't have anything to remind me to go to my reminder sometimes, so then I just forget altogether.
There you go. I need to figure out what that works.
There's got to be some trick to it, to remind you to check your reminder.
There's got to be an alarm or something, I'm sure. I'm sure you can set something.
Somebody tell me how to do my reminder.
Call us and tell us.
Reminder.
If you know about it, call us and tell us. Let us know. We've got that ballistics deal coming up with the country music, and we may do some other giveaways too. We're trying to get the folks to get out there and share the page. You've got the Texas Rancher Rodeo weekly page. You've got the Ned Pepper Stewart page. A lot of people's been sending things and wondering what's going on with that. Everybody's getting mad. What happened? Why'd you? Well,
I thought you didn't like me no more.
Well, that's
when
what
I
happened.
got it. I just figured I was disowned.
Yeah. You got the personal Facebook, then you got the show page, and you got your personal, your entertainment page, and all those pages. Well, that's too much. So it's just as easy to drop the personal one, and just everybody can go to it's just Ned Pepper Stewart official page or something like that on the Facebook. Just find,
that was a lot of help.
Yeah, if you type it'll pull itself up. But that's where you need to go. Or if you got the show page in your deal already, it's on there too. But that's where you need to go. Everybody's wondering what did you die? What happened? Your page is gone. Well, that's what happened. It's just a lot of unnecessary stuff going on in that thing. So it's just as easy to have your pages, like the page, and you can
just clean it up.
Stay informed. Yeah, because you can post everything you post on a personal page. You can post on a fan page.
Yeah.
You can put videos. You can check in. I figured that out the other day. I was checking in. You'll go to eat somewhere. You can check in here, check in there, and it works just as good. And you can share stuff around.
We can track you down now.
You know where everybody's at. That's how that works. Also, we were talking earlier, I guess before, but this month, April 25th in Tatum, Texas, the WSPBR has got a bull riding going on. They're going to have bull riding, and the Texas Grease Paint Tour is going to be there with some bullfights. They're going to have some freestyle bullfights and some cowboy protection matches going on. The 7SC Ranch Pony Broncs will be there for the kids that want to ride the Pony Broncs. They'll be there. I'm sure there'll be some sheep, steers, and other stuff like that. And, if you get on the fan page, the Texas Rancher Rodeo Weekly page, and go to their events, go on the events thing, all that stuff's posted. So all the events you want to go to, they're posted there. And if that's too much, and everybody's wow, that's a lot of words to do. Just go to pepperstewart.com. How easy is that?
There it is, right there.
Right there.
Pepperstewart.com.
That's all you got to do.
See,
you can link
that's
to
like
everything.
having an easy button when you said it like that. See, I'm good now.
All you do is go there, and you can click away all you want to.
I need to borrow your pen, though, to write it down.
There's plenty of stuff to click on right there. Easy as pie. Unless you ever try to make a pie, it's not very easy.
That's not good for me either.
That's a terrible.
It's good to eat. It's just not good for me to try.
That's a terrible saying. Easy as pie.
It really is, because there ain't nothing easy about making a pie.
No.
At least what I've watched to do.
Right.
I attempted it one time a long time ago, but
I'm not making a pie.
The results are pretty catastrophic. What's the word? It was a catastrophe.
Now, it could be as easy as a cow pie.
There we go. We're going with the poop talk again.
It could be easy as a cow pie.
There's something about this man and poop tonight. I don't know what it is, but we're going the wrong direction.
The show went to, that's what they say, it just goes downhill from there, don't it? That's about the easiest I can think of, because there's nothing easy about making a pie. There ain't really nothing easy about cooking anything unless it comes out of a box.
I can't do that either. I'm good with. Well, my better half, and I'm gonna call her my better half because she has to put up with me. But I'm gonna tell you right now, she'll tell you right now, I can't even make macaroni and cheese, but I can make homemade macaroni and cheese.
All right.
But I can't make a pie. I'm still standing by that one.
You got to work on that pie.
I can make the homemade goods, but I can't make it out of a box. If you give me a TV dinner, I almost mess that up.
There you go.
So hats off to you, dear, because you make box dinners well too. I said two.
Okay.
She makes all of it good.
You're gonna be scalped next time you come in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stretch my drive home a little bit.
That's all right. My wife laughed at me too. She's giving me a hard time. I was talking because speaking of the bullfights, Tatum going on at the end of the month. You got the freestyle bullfights. You got the protection bullfights and everything. And one of the guys called in, Keith Rowan, I used to fight with years ago. Well, his partner's got something else to do. He's got to do something else, and he ain't gonna make it. So Keith's down a partner, and he said, I ain't gonna fight with anybody I don't trust or fight with.
I wouldn't either.
So he's like, well, you gonna fight with me? I said, no. You know what? I can't enter that because I'm working the show. I can't enter. Of course, I haven't been in an arena since 2000,
yeah, exactly.
2001. So I just hurt myself.
That'd be like me trying to get on the bull again. You see this result here, that would not be a pretty sight. I promise you. And
my wife just started laughing. She said, you can barely walk. You can barely walk anymore. How you gonna get out there and run around? I said, yeah. I said, that's why I'm done. That's why I finally got rid of all my stuff. I held on to all my gear for forever. I guess it's been 14 years. 15 years. I've held on to that junk, and I finally give it all away.
That's probably the smart thing because we're always tempted. Temptation's a bad thing.
And that we've talked about that. I don't know how many times on the show with everybody being here, other people here, that it's hard to get out of it. No matter what, it's hard to walk away.
Yeah.
Whether it's riding bulls, fighting bulls.
I got out of it for a long time, but it never leaves you.
Yeah.
It's always there. Whether you was good, bad, or indifferent, just it has a hold on you in there somewhere.
And that's why I said I just give my stuff away. There's no that way I don't have anything.
Yeah.
That works better. You ain't got nothing to hurt yourself with. That's what I do. I know them pictures were on Facebook a while back when that old hooking cow got after me. Thought I done broke both my legs. They were all tore up and swelled up, and it was a bad deal. So
we don't heal as fast as we used to.
No, you don't bounce.
And everybody out there that can agree to that, raise your hand. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't bounce like you used to. That's what they say.
I bounce pretty good, but if I land on my stomach.
There you go. Not on your back, you're flat.
That's right.
That's what I said. I don't want to hurt myself again. Old age is something, ain't it? Always something going on. I know we got a lot of folks out there that are watching tonight. Those of you that tuned in for the first time, don't let the first time scare you off. Come back again. Always come back again. Each and every week, we're right here live for you. Like I say, you're watching on your computer, on your phone, on your tablet. We're here for you. If you happen to miss a show, you can go to pepperstewart.com. You can catch the replay. It's out there as well. Always something for you. We always got a lot of stuff going on, and like we say, you never know what's going to happen here. We always got random stories for you, random guests, surprise guests from the world of ranch and rodeo.
Speaking of rodeo, real quick, don't forget the Van Zant County Fair and Rodeo this weekend. And the reason I'm plugging it, Pepper, is because it supports American Cancer Society and the FFA there in that area.
And if they go, they might hear you.
They might. They just might. We're going to have a great time, I guarantee you.
So if you hear a rambling voice out there, it just might be Mr. Steve Adair right there.
It'll be rambling, that's for sure.
It will be. It will be. And with that, like we say, each and every week, for any news on the show, what's going on, what's happening, you can go to pepperstewart.com. There's a fan group out there. There's a group on Facebook, Fans of Texas Ranch and Rodeo Weekly. You can join that group, and you'll know who the guests are going to be and what some of the topics. A lot of that we like to surprise you with, because it happens. Like breast milk and you never know what's going to happen here. That's what we tell them. You never know. You just got to watch and see. So join that group. Stay updated on who the guests are that are coming on, who we're going to talk to, what we're going to be talking about. A lot of that's in there in the fan group. Don't forget pepperstewart.com. Go to the links. There's lots of good, useful links on there. And speaking of those links, you may find the Southwest Horse Trader. You can find them at swhorsetrader.com. You got the Texas Southwestern Cattle Raiders Association. If you're not a member, be a member. We just happen to not have any cattle stories today. Don't mean they're not out there. They're out there, but we'll have some more stuff for you before too long. And cactus ropes. In the arena and in the pasture, cactus ropes. You can get something caught.
My boy uses them.
I use them. They work. And also, I don't know, I guess I'm just about out of time. So I don't know how many people are still dragging out watching this, but the golden calf. We've had an issue with the golden calf out here on the table. We've put it out there to people that's got different things. If you've got something better that you think is better than that golden calf to display on this table, you got a shop, you got a boutique, you got some fancy decorations, let us know. Tell us about it. Send it here. We'll put it up here and display it and display your shop. Maybe even give it away to somebody. I don't know. But we've had a lot of people wonder about that, about the golden calf
Well,
right
they
there.
don't like your calf? Or?
That's an old bull from the PBR Rock Bar, but he's kind of wore out. His tail's broke. I think he lost a horn. So we may need to replace that. So if you got something good you think looks better than that golden calf, as Sherry Smith with SmithProLLC.com happens to call it, do it. Other than that, we're out of here. We'll see you down the road.
Thanks for having me.